So let's get started. I'm in front of a very empty Unity project, and I will quickly set up some basic settings for Air projects. First, I will go to Package Manager from Window, and then you have to select Preview Packages. So after selecting the preview package from this option, you can see there are few Air related packages like Air Foundation, Air Subsystem, then Air Core, Air Kit face tracking for the face tracking on iOS devices, and Air Kit XR plugin. So we will actually install all of them, and I will recommend by expanding. I will recommend to see all the versions, and I will go for the latest version, though it is preview, but I will go for the latest version. Now I'll hit install. So you will be noticing when you are installing Air Foundation, the Air subsystem is getting installed automatically. Then I will move to Air Core XR plugin, that is for the Android, and again I will expand all the versions and I will go for the 3.0.0 and I will hit install. Then I will come to Air Kit XR plugin, that is for iOS devices, and again I will install the latest 3.0.0 version. So that will be sufficient for making a basic Air projects. If you need face tracking on iOS devices, then you need to install AirKit face tracking package. So I will keep this installed for this tutorial, as I will be needing it in future. So that is it for installing packages. Now I will go to player settings to set up my players and some of the build settings. So from the player setting, first I need to go to iOS tab, and then I will just name some company name here. I'll name it Dave the developer, and the product name I'll keep it Air tutorial. The version I'll keep it as it is. Couple of settings you have to make on the other settings. That first of all, you can see that bundle identifier has been automatically populated here, and I want to keep automatically shine checked, and from here on the debugging and crash reporting, you will get something called require AirKit support, and whenever you check this checkbox, you need to update the target minimum iOS version, and this will be iOS 11 because AirKit is supported from iOS 11. And for the architecture, I will select ARM64. So that's it for the iOS settings. Next I will go to Android part, and from other settings we can check that the package name has been automatically populated, and from the other settings also I will uncheck this multi-threaded rendering things, as Air Core is not supporting the multi-threaded rendering for now. And the minimum API level should be Nougat or the Android 7.0, as Air Core is getting supported from Android Nougat, and the target level will be automatic, the highest installed, whatever it may be. So that's it for the settings for iOS and Android. Most of our experiment we will be doing in the Android, so I will just make a switch platform over Android. Now to get started, I will just delete the main camera, as we will be using device camera as our Air camera, and I will put some game prefabs here, that is First we will put air origin, and we'll put air session, and from the air origin we will get an air camera which is actually which will be responsible to map the device camera with the Unity game. We will tag it as the main camera. And then on the editor part, I will just for ease of use, I will hide all the 3D icons. Next, I will be placing one 3D object, let's say a cube. And as the Unity having a default unit as meter, I will scale down the cube, otherwise it will render very big. And then I'll just put the cube little bit high. And then I will put a script to rotate this cube in random direction. So I'll create a folder here. That should be script. And then I'll create one C# script that I will call it cube rotation. So this will open Visual Studio Code that I have set it up, and I'll put some code here. So that's it for the rotation code. As this is not a basic Unity tutorial, I'm not going to explain line by line for this code. And what I'm going to do, I'll just attach this script into this cube. So that's it for now. I will be testing in this whether this cube is rotating or not. Yeah, it is rotating. Now I'll be building this game or this project into my Android phone to see whether this cube is getting rendered onto the real world or not. So when you finish the build, I will show you my Android phone here, how it looking like. So as you can see, the cube is rendered onto the air space, and I will be trying to move around my camera to I'll just move around my camera to recheck whether it has been rendered fully or not. So that's it. And next we are going to make this code little bit elegant.